Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy Playoff Edition. I'm Amy Zimmer. Our Rick Snow and Dave Williams are standing by. Pat Timlin has the night off. While teams in the Georgia High School Association enjoy a bye week before beginning their state playoff runs next Friday, it is winner go home time for programs across South Carolina. Kicking off in the South Carolina High School League Class 4A, the Bluffton Bobcats entering November hot, winners of 4 straight in an 8-2 regular season, hosting a 5-5 Gilbert squad. Going to the opening drive for the Indians, Bobcats defense setting the tone early. Senior Lucas Gates stuffs the run, and later in the drive forces Gilbert to settle for a field goal. Bluffton wastes no time on their first drive. The duo that's been money all season, quarterback Aiden McCarthy to Big 22 member Carnell Warren. Easy. Bobcats take the lead 7-3. Early second quarter, same story, different drive. McCarthy hits Warren again. A short grab, going to turn into a 75-yard house call. The future North Carolina Tar Heel weaving through traffic, showing off that next level speed on his second touchdown of the night. Bluffton stretches the lead to 14-3. But second half, Gilbert storming back. They go on to win 38-21, abruptly ending Bluffton's season in the first round. Staying in Class 4A, down the road at the Shark Tank, May River welcoming the Wilson Tigers, and May River trailed 14-7 in the third quarter, trying to get back in it, but the pass intercepted by Jalen Boston to end the drive. A penalty on the return pushed Wilson way back, but it didn't matter as they would march down the field, and Zechariah Butler would finish off the drive with the short touchdown run. PAT was no good, 27 Wilson. May River did try to come back, though, on their next possession. It's Justin Head finding his way to the end zone, and that's going to cut Wilson's lead to 20-14, but not going to be enough. Wilson puts an end to May River's season, 36-28, the final. Staying in 4A, the Hilton Head Island Seahawks wrapped an impressive 9-1 regular season with a perfect region mark, and head coach BJ Payne and company feeling pretty confident about their chances of a long postseason run. They kicked off first-round action tonight at the Nest against South Aiken. That's where we find our Dave Williams with the highlights. Hey, Dave.
Amy, here at the Nest as the host Hilton Head Seahawks welcome South Aiken to town for first-round South Carolina playoff action. They'll be looking to continue to light up the scoreboard. The Seahawks have scored a total of 416 points in their 10 games this year. That's an average of over 41 points per game en route to a 9-1 season record. The Seahawks also looking for their 9th consecutive victory and move one step closer to a state title. And that high-powered offense gets cooking on its first possession. Javen Risher with a nice run into South Aiken territory. Then a few plays later, Risher will finish off the drive with a short scamper into the payoff pasture, and Hilton Head was leading 7-0. Meanwhile, the Seahawk defense, well, they were doing its part as well to keep South Aiken at bay. The nice stop here by Jack Jackson to stonewall the ball carrier. From there, it was time for the vaunted Hilton Head offense to go back to work. Derek Ranishevsky airs it out and hits Caden Stewart right in stride, and he's off to the happy hunting ground for a 14-0 Hilton Head lead. And they will go on to the 52-24 route and move on to the second round of the playoffs as they will host Wilson at the Nest next week. On Hilton Head Island, Dave Williams, WJCL 22 News.
Thanks, Dave. Switching gears to the South Carolina Independent School Association playoffs. Hilton Head Christian Academy facing Trinity Collegiate in Class 3A. Both teams 5-5. Eagles looking to stay high after 3 straight wins, each by 30 points or more, and they were on pace early. Take a look. First quarter, quarterback Chris Langhalls finds Joseph Hope in the end zone for a beautiful touchdown. They're up 21-7. Second quarter, Langhalls showing off his arm again, firing a rocket. That's to Jackson Richardson. He takes it nearly to the house before stepping out of bounds. Langhalls says no problem. He's going to finish the drive himself. Powering through defenders, he's into the end zone. Hilton Head Christian takes a 28-14 lead, and the Eagles pull away for the dominating 42-20 win. Staying in Skeeza, Thomas Hayward Academy Rebels looking to recapture their championship form and defend their Class Single A title. First up, Carolina Academy. Rebels start on their own 30. Antonio Banner breaks loose. That's good for a huge first down, needing a handful of Bobcats to finally bring them down. A few plays later, Thomas Hayward in the red zone. Low snap. Josh Gibson scoops it up and sprints into the end zone. Touchdown makes it Rebels up 7-0. Carolina Academy quickly answers with a touchdown of their own to tie it up, but the Rebels dominate from there, pulling away, securing the 47-20 win, punching their ticket to the next round. Sticking with SCISA teams, Bethesda Academy aiming for a third straight championship run. The Blazers won the AA title 2 years ago and last year finished second. Our Rick Snow shows us if they could take the first step again this season.
Amy, Pat, the Blazers have been on fire this season, scoring a whopping 53 points a game during the regular season while giving up a stingy 9 with 4 shutouts. As the second season begins, the Blazers are hoping to keep that kind of production up as the competition gets tougher.
Now rock, make it count. Let's go.
With the ringing of the Hickory bell, the Blazers took the field and they were on fire defensively as junior linebacker Isaiah Jones sacks the quarterback for a big loss. The Blazers were blazing on offense also as Jordan Turner hits Rollo Wesley for 39 yards, and this would be the theme of the night. 2 plays later, Turner finds Malachi Morris in the flat, and he's off to the races 34 yards, and it was 6-0 Bethesda, and the seats weren't even warm yet in the bleachers. The defense was still doing its job as Jones bats down the pass as soon as it left the quarterback's hand to force another punt. The Blazers take advantage as Turner and Wesley hook up again, this time on a 23-yard touchdown pass. It was 14-0. The Blazers are still hot offensively as they give the ball to Jordan Cheever. He races 60 yards right up the middle, and no one is going to catch him. It was 20-0. Right after the Generals had scored and a touchdown was called back on a penalty, a fan yells out from the stands, "Just do it again!" And Jordan and Wesley do it again, covering 83 yards to make it 26-6 early in the second quarter. And the Blazers run away to a 46-6 triumph and will host Greenwood Christian next Friday night. From Bethesda, Rick Snow, WJCL 22 News.
The Blazers dominating once again. Thanks, Rick. SCHSL Class Single A action. Ridgeland Secondary Academy of Excellence welcoming Bethune-Bowman. Bad guys going to strike first and quick. Mareeve Dawson walks in for the touchdown. And just like that, they're already up 14-0. Jumping to the second, Ridgeland, they're not going to go down without a fight. Tayshawn Smith going to find Hakeem Cheneyfield. Beautiful throw, and that touchdown going to cut their lead to 14-6. But Ridgeland not done. They're going to go for 2. And Smith going to call his own number, take it himself to cut the lead to 14-8 before the half. And Ridgeland keeps it close but falls just short, 34-30, ending their season. All right, coming up next on the Friday Night Frenzy, we're going to take you to Bullock Academy for GIAA action plus the play of the week. You don't want to miss it.
We are the Maryville High School Silver Sound Marching Band. You are watching The Frenzy on WJCL.
back to the Friday Night Frenzy playoff edition. Okay, so with GHSA teams on the bye, we've checked in on the SCHSL and SCISA teams. Now it's time to turn our eyes to the Georgia Independent Athletic Association state playoffs. Bullock Academy hosting George Walton in the GIAA quarterfinals. 3rd and 26, costly mistake for the Gators. George Walton's Jackson Wells slips behind the defense, hauls it in, races 70 yards to the house. Bulldogs strike first, up 6-0. Following another Bulldogs score, Gators respond. Sam Hubbard keeps it himself on the quarterback run. He's in for the touchdown to cut the lead 13-7. Bullock Academy's defense tightens up. Here comes Brennigan Priest. Gets the big sack to stall the drive. Then, jumping back to offense, Danya Garvin breaks loose here. Looks like he might go all the way. Gonna take it all the way down near the 20. Staying with that same drive, 4th and 3. Now Gators gonna go for it, but stopped just short. Bullock Academy hangs tough, but can't close the gap. Gators fall 27-17, ending their playoff run. It is time for the play of the week. Back at Bethesda, the Blazers leading 20-6 right after the Generals scored. Blazers had a touchdown called back, so a fan shouts from the stands, just do it again. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Isaiah Jordan to Rolla Wesley. That was for 83 yards for a touchdown, pushing the lead to 26-6 early in the second quarter. The crowd was loving every second of that one. And let's take a look at the college football slate ahead here in the 912 senior day for Savannah State. The Tigers look to finish the season strong against Benedict. You can catch highlights from that game and many more Saturday night at 11 right here on WJCL 22. And that's a wrap on the first Friday Night Frenzy playoff edition of 2025. Buckle up for next week. That's when GHSA teams join the postseason party. We'll have all the highlights and final scores once again. But for our entire Friday Night Frenzy crew, I'm Amy Zimmer. Have a great night.